Hi, this is Leah from Blue Whale Arts, and I'm going to show you how to fix an awl if it was breaking while you were using it. We all have these, or many of us have these little awls. I know we've sold quite a few of them. They're meant for clay, but they work great for making holes in gourds because it doesn't have any taper to the awl part at all. And this way here, it does not split the gourd when you're poking a hole through it. The same with this particular one that I've bent, but the Gourd Pro 2 tool is a solid handle, and this one doesn't come out, but it doesn't have the taper, so I love these two particular awls. One is, you can see, much thinner than the other, and so when I'm doing some fine needlework on my gourds, or I don't need to have a real fat thread going through, I like to use the small holes. And so at this point though, when I was working this morning, my tool came apart, and so I like to take some glue and I'm going to put it in here. We're going to also make a custom handle while we do this repair. Because I don't like the thinness, I have a hard time gripping it because it's not thick. And so what I like to do is make my own handles. And I use that by using the product called Quikwood. It sets up very fast. It's a two-part epoxy. You can see that the two colors, you've got the dark brown and a lighter tan color inside. And it's a matter of, we're going to knead these two, cut it and knead it together. So I'm going to use a pretty big piece here because I'm going to have the clay go almost all the way up the handle. And then I'm going to show you how to make a custom handle without the wood piece in it. And so it takes a little bit to knead this together, and you know, if you don't have the finger strength, you can use the palm of your hands as well to help just knead that in together so that the two colors then become one. Right now you can see that I still have a lot of blending to do with it, but I just take and I keep squishing it in between the palms of my hands because I just find that easier to mix this particular clay. You can also use a product called Epoxy Sculpt, which is another two-part type of epoxy, but its setup time is much longer. This here will be ready to use in, you know, half an hour to an hour. Usually very quickly it sets up where you're not able to work with it. I had to make one this morning. I did one here, and it took me, you know, by the time I got done having breakfast and everything, it was all set up. So I have my clay all ready to go. I had stuck my awl in the awl part into the glue and back into the wooden stick. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the Quikwood around the awl, and I'm just going to work it so that it comes down to the end of the wood. And you don't have to go all the way to the end. If you need a bigger grip like this, then you can just leave it the way it is. I just want to make sure that you want to just make sure that it gets on the wood and holds and grips the wood. Sometimes you can feel an air pocket in there, or it's loose. And so I just work it. Okay. You can use, if it gets real sticky, you can use some of the petroleum jelly. Creamy petroleum jelly helps to keep it so that it doesn't stick to your hands. And you can get that at the dollar store. They usually have it available. Okay, so here we have the handle, and if you want, you can even make it so that it leaves your fingerprints right in there, or you can make it so that it's nice and smooth. So this will give you an idea on how to work with it, and then I just make sure that it's around the needle, the awl part, very tight, and that it's nice and ready to go. And so here's one I did, the one I did this morning, and then this is the one I just did now. And we'll let that set up and it'll be ready to go. So now I'm going to show you how to make an awl with making a custom handle without using the wood part. Sorry about the phone. Anyways, and so I'm going to mix up some clay. You don't need to see me mix it up again, and I'll come right back to you with working on making a custom awl. Okay, the clay is all set and mixed together. So now I'm just going to take this clay and form it so that it fits my hand and my grip. And once I get it shaped and comfortable the way it's going to fit in my hand, and I want it to come up just a little bit here so that it fits my hand. Alrighty, let's take it. I'm going to take the end, put it in the glue just to grab a little bit of glue. I do that just as a extra. And then I'm going to just form this right around in here. And now I have a perfect tool that my significant other will not want to use because it won't fit his hand. And there I have an awl with a custom-made handle that will work for me. Have a great day. Hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.